I'm Robert Jaeschke, and I'm the owner of Hill River Clare Estate along with my wife. And we purchased this vineyard about 10 years ago from Penfolds, and we've been growing grapes ever since. We're a family operation, and I've got two sons that are also involved in the business, and they're doing the farming side of it, and they've given me the pleasure of trying to make vines pay during a tough period. We took the vineyard over, the industry was at a low point. Prices have been pretty depressed, and you know, it's been a bit of a challenge, and I've really enjoyed it. But certainly the boys are working in broad-acre. We've also got a chicken farm, and we also export hay to Japan. So that's another part of the business on the farm. Yeah, we've gone through a period of very dry seasons. We've lacked the water that we've needed, and so it's become very important to try and get our production up to a level where we remain viable. We were pretty keen to get some fairly accurate maps done of the vineyard. The original maps that we had were already dated. They were done probably well over 10 years ago, and the detail was already becoming obsolete. These guys came into our lives and wanted to do some trial work with imagery and look at just develop from there. Biggest benefit to me is that very accurate mapping. We're down to a centimetre, a couple of centimetres. Now, to me, if we're going to do it for the future, we need it as accurate as we can. What Andy and Dan have explained to us is that this is a developing technology, and if we're developing with you, we get the added benefit of not only being able to learn what you're producing, we're actually part of it. We are fairly visual people, and we tend to do most of our assessing with our eyes, and we do observations and whatever. This is now really giving us that eye in the sky so that we can actually look at it on a screen and then go out into the field and actually look at what's really happening and try and work that out. So that's the benefit that I see. There was a lot of measurements, a lot of physical measurements being made and taken, and we've got a lot of those records, but we just do not have the time or the resources to do that today. I mean, it's just too costly. So this is good. This visual stuff is really good. If the colour's different, why is it different? It's pretty easy. Yeah. And we need to bring the vineyard up. We need to bring viticulture, our viticulture practice up, and we do need a little bit of help with it. So I think the technology that you offered initially, we couldn't see a lot of benefit there, but it's just growing. And I think we are learning to adapt and use it. So as I said, I usually take a pretty optimistic view of things, and I wouldn't have been in any other occupation. This has been terrific. It's given me everything I ever wanted from life, really, and the challenges are still coming. So that's great. To go to bed at night thinking you've got a problem, well, in the morning it's already solved.